Have you ever heard yourself say something that sounds like love, but deep down feels more like panic? Something that comes from the fear of losing, not the desire to connect? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might recognize patterns that have been quietly shaping your relationships for years, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. Today we're talking about anxious attachment and 7 sentences that often sound romantic, caring, or deeply emotional, but are actually driven by fear, insecurity, and the need for reassurance. This isn't about blame or shame, it's about awareness, because awareness is where healing starts. The first sentence is, "I just need you to reassure me more." On the surface, this sounds honest and vulnerable, and sometimes it is. But in anxious attachment, reassurance doesn't calm, it only soothes temporarily. The relief fades fast, and the anxiety comes back stronger. Love becomes a cycle of asking, receiving, doubting, and asking again. Real security isn't built on constant reassurance, but on trust that doesn't disappear the moment silence appears. The second sentence is, "You're my whole world." This one is often praised as romantic, but it carries a heavy emotional weight. When someone becomes your entire emotional center, the relationship turns into survival rather than connection. With anxious attachment, this sentence often hides the fear. If I lose you, I lose myself. Love thrives when 2 whole people choose each other, not when one person becomes the other's emotional oxygen. The third sentence is, "Why didn't you text me back?" This isn't really about the message. It's about what the silence means in your mind. Anxious attachment fills gaps with worst-case scenarios: rejection, abandonment, replacement. The nervous system goes into alert mode, scanning for danger where there may be none. Love doesn't live in constant threat detection. Safety does. The fourth sentence is, "I care more than you do." This often comes from deep pain, but it also reveals a distorted measurement of love, where intensity is mistaken for depth. Anxious attachment equates love with emotional urgency, while secure love can look calm, steady, and even quiet. Caring more isn't loving better. Sometimes it just means being more afraid. The fifth sentence is, "I'm scared of losing you." This one feels honest, and again, sometimes it is. But when fear becomes the foundation of the relationship, every interaction becomes a test. Every disagreement feels like a threat. Love becomes something to protect rather than experience. True intimacy grows where there is emotional safety, not constant fear of collapse. The sixth sentence is, "I need you to need me." This sounds like closeness, but it often hides the belief that being chosen isn't enough. You must be essential to be safe. Anxious attachment seeks proof of importance instead of mutual desire. But love isn't about being needed to avoid abandonment. It's about being wanted without pressure. And the seventh sentence is, "I can't relax unless I know we're okay." This is the nervous system speaking. Anxious attachment keeps the body in a state of emotional vigilance, always scanning for signs of danger. Peace depends on external validation instead of internal stability. Love then becomes conditional. I'm okay only if we're okay. If any of these sentences felt uncomfortably familiar, take a breath. You're not broken. Anxious attachment isn't a flaw. It's a learned response to inconsistency, emotional unpredictability, or early experiences where love felt uncertain. The good news is that attachment styles can change. With awareness, boundaries, and emotional regulation, love can stop feeling like anxiety in disguise. If this resonated with you, this channel is for you. On Decode Love, we explore the psychology behind attraction, attachment, and emotional patterns so you can build relationships that feel safe, not stressful. Subscribe to the channel, stay with us, and remember, love doesn't have to hurt to be real.